Hello guys and welcome to my hopefully a quick guide for healing Krosus from perspective of a restoration druid. So this is a continuation of my series about healing guides. So this is quite an interesting fight with very predictable damage. What makes it hard is that the hard enrage, which requires basically to only have 3 healers for it. If you had four healers for this would be no problem healing this. This is a max 6-minute fight. You can't go beyond 6 minutes, which should give you at least 2 innervates and 2 tranquilities, which I'll tell you what's the best place to use anyway. This is the default choice for healing Krosus. In here I picked Balance Affinity because if you're designated to soak the very back adds, you might have trouble reaching the front players. And Spring Blossom here is the best choice because everyone's grouped up here for most of the fight. Because of using Spring Blossom, mastery stacking is very viable option for this fight. So like I said, this is a very predictable damage fight. It's basically incoming damage. You basically get incoming damage portions followed by about 10 to 15 seconds of no damage. This is not true for most of the fight, but it's the basic concept that Blizzard probably went for this. So you have time to heal up, your HOTS should have time to heal up. Depending on the kind of composition you're going, what kind of healers you're going, you could have someone who tops everyone up every 10 seconds. So the only hard part of this fight is the periods when the adds actually spawn. When the adds spawn, you have to soak circles. That's going to cause an additional damage. And then if you don't stun the adds or if you don't kill the adds, they're going to wipe your raid. During this phase, you should save healing cooldowns. For the first phase, we actually use Tranquility. The fun part for this is that you can use Tranquility about 5 seconds into the soaking phase, which then will overlap into the slam damage. That's usually the best time to use it for the first add spawning phase. It doesn't always work because maybe during the soaking phase your raid is half HP, is about to die or something, so don't just save it to go into the next phase. Make sure that everyone's topped up before every incoming damage. That's basically the whole fight. Heal up the people before the next damage comes up. So you can use Tranquility for the first one, and then you probably should save it for the very last phase, very last ad phase, which is around 5 minutes. It's going to be very hectic. The most damage comes out there as well. You don't have a lot of room to play with because most of the bridge will be destroyed by then. Most of the damage is actually quite moderate. The orb damage is really not that high, except for when the 2 tanks have to soak the slam damage, which basically they have to position into the fist on the ground. That can be quite heavy, and every 90 seconds Krosus will destroy a portion of the bridge. That damage is quite insane. You can actually leave the people around 30%, and that is probably the most damage that you're going to have to heal up in the 10-15 second window. So the best usage of Flourish, Essence of Ganir is adds. You'll have I think 4 times the adds will spawn throughout the fight. I would say you can actually have Essence of Ganir and Flourish for all of those phases because the adds are the hardest. If you're not struggling with adds, then I would save either Essence or Flourish for the bridge destroying phase every 90 seconds. And besides that, that's it. That's the whole fight. Just basically making sure you can heal up before the next damage is incoming, and the adds, which is the hardest part. Coincidentally, best trinket to use here is the cake, because you know you're always stacked up, you know when the damage is coming. You can really save people here by using cake, especially during the ad phase. If you save it during the ad phase, you know some person is about to die, you know people getting low, use it and you save lives. Besides that, it's quite a simple fight mechanically. It can be hard depending on the composition you have, and the damage is really tight. But hopefully this guide helped you. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. I will answer very quickly, and I stream most days. Thank you guys, and I'll see you till my next video.